Welcome to the BioPharma Business Intelligence Unit, where symbolic integrity meets strategic clarity. At BBIU, we go beyond the headlines to decode the structural forces behind global biopharma, AI, and economic realignment. If you value precision, verification, and symbolic depth, this channel is for you. Subscribe now to access our weekly briefings, dossiers, and intelligence reports, and consider joining our institutional tier to unlock early warning systems, custom metrics, and exclusive strategic insight. You're not just listening, you're entering the future of epistemic intelligence. www.BioPharmaBusinessIntelligenceUnit.com.
BBIU Special Report. Purge, our forecast confirmed Oct. 4th, Executive Summary. On Sept 30th, 2025, President Trump and Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth assembled more than 800 generals and admirals at Quantico. While mainstream outlets framed it as a motivational address, our BBIU forecast, published prior to Oct. 3rd, identified the event as a tamiz, sieve, a filtration mechanism to test loyalty and prepare targeted removals. On Oct. 3rd, Politico and the Pentagon confirmed the dismissal of Jon Harrison, Chief of Staff to the Secretary of the Navy, only 48 hours after the Senate confirmed Hung Cao, 52-45, as Undersecretary of the Navy. This sequence validates our scenario analysis. Quantico Cao confirmation, administrative purge. Reference to BBIU forecast, published Oct. 3. In the Quantico Assembly, Trump's silent tamiz of the U.S. generals, Oct. 3, BBIU stated, by ordering the entire General Officer Corps into a single auditorium, Trump turned Quantico into a controlled laboratory of loyalty. The generals were not just audience members, they were subjects under observation. This design provides Trump and his circle with a moment to measure who aligns, who hesitates, and who might resist future orders. Quantico was not a motivational meeting. It was a tamiz, a sieve through which the future of the U.S. military command is being filtered. This was published before the Pentagon confirmed Harrison's removal. The alignment between forecast and real-world outcome demonstrates the accuracy of our scenario methodology.
Structured BBIU opinion forecast to validation, a 72-hour turnaround. The removal of Jon Harrison is not an isolated event. It is the first visible discharge from the Quantico filtration. By neutralizing a chief of staff who attempted to limit the undersecretary's influence, the Trump-Hegseth team reinforced control over the Navy's administrative corps. This outcome confirms the operational design we outlined. Use a mass assembly to identify dissent, then act swiftly in administrative layers before opposition consolidates. Strategic takeaway. BBIU's epistemic forecasting captured not only the symbolic meaning of Quantico, but the operational sequence that followed. This is scenario accuracy in action, a forecast aligned with observable events within 72 hours. Implications. More purges ahead. Expect further removals in Navy policy and budget offices and other service secretariats. Procurement control. With Hung Cao in place, expect redirection of priorities toward nuclear, AI, and UAV programs at the expense of manpower-heavy initiatives. Signal to allies and adversaries. Trump's ability to consolidate rapidly within DoD hierarchy increases U.S. credibility in executing unilateral moves abroad. Closing note, BBIU stands by its method: transparent forecasting, structural reading, and validation through events. The Harrison removal is not just news. It is confirmation of the tamiz hypothesis we published first.
You've reached the end of the open section of this BBIU content. The complete analysis, with full data, structural frameworks, and extended annexes, is available exclusively to our subscribers. At BBIU, we believe the real value lies beyond headlines, in the depth of structural intelligence that helps leaders and organizations see further. If you want access to the complete archive and future reports, join us at BBIU and take part in the next level of analysis.